Uh-oh, they found me. Oh man, it was just a skit by the mailman. What? Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of a skit in the beginning. And here in front of me, I have a glorious Model O. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing and unboxing this mouse. So let's get right into it with this unboxing montage. Come on, you can do it. Who did this? All right, and whoa. Here is the glorious Model O. Well, I'm just gonna randomly pick one of these USB ports and hope that they work. And here it is, everybody. So I've been using this mouse for about 30 minutes now, playing some Bed Wars, Sky Wars, everything, and I've really gotten a good idea of how this mouse feels. So before we get into the review, why did I even want to get this mouse? Well, I went over to my friend's house, and yes, Dr. Fauci, we use correct social distancing and everything. But yeah, he had a Model O, and you know, I've heard of this mouse before. I heard of it when it really exploded back in 2019. And yes, I might be very late to the chase with this mouse, but anyway, yeah, I heard a lot about it back in 2019, but instead of getting something like this, I got my existing mouse, the Logitech G602 instead, at around the same time. But then when I went to my friend's house, he was telling me he got a Model O, and I really wanted to try this mouse out, you know, trying to get that ambidextrous feel, and I tried it out at his house, and I absolutely loved it, and instantly fell in love with the glorious Model O. So the first part of our review is the shape of the mouse. So I think, you know, before you have all your specs and then all your sensors and all that fancy stuff, the mouse gotta have a good shape, you know? And I think the glorious Model O really has a nice shape. So this is called an ambi mouse or an ambidextrous mouse, which means that if you look at it, if you look at it like this, as you can see, it's pretty flat. As you can see, it's pretty equal on both sides of the mouse, which means that conceivably if I was left-handed, as you can see, it fits in my hand left-handed, and it fits, you know, almost as well in my right hand as well. Really great point right there. So I think that even though it's an ambidextrous mouse, the shape is really on point. So this mouse is a pretty large mouse and meant for the large hands, and luckily I have large hands, yeah. So I put my mouse across it, as you can, my hands fit really nicely on it for palm or for claw grip. Either one, doesn't really matter. My hands feel really comfortable on the mouse. So part of the feel is also the buttons, and I think that, you know, in terms of travel, Glorious included a really nice amount of travel, honestly. Like, this travel is not lacking at all. Nice amount of travel here for the mouse, not lacking in that aspect at all, so you can really feel the buttons. And the actual scroll wheel feels really nice. You can really feel those grooves. It's kind of hard to tell you right now, but you know, if you do it slowly, you can feel every single groove there is, and if you do it fast, you can barely tell there's any groove. So I think that's really, really nice. So one thing I really wondered about when I was doing this mouse are these, you know, these holes here, and we'll talk about those holes later. But trust me, you can't feel the holes when you're gaming, really. I mean, you can't, like when you put your hand across it, yeah, you can tell that there's holes. When you're gaming, you can't feel holes. As you can see, there are no holes in my palm at all. And I think the holes are just really a nice stylistic idea in general. Not for everyone, but I love them. Alright, so now let's get to the next point of our review, which is the features and the actual technological capabilities of this mouse. So, first of all, from the beginning, we have this nice braided cable, and this is a 6.5 feet cable right here. Really nice cable, and is the own glorious cable. So this used to be thicker, but they've really redone this so that, you know, even if you bend it like this, it's gonna go right back No bending at all. Really, really nice cable right here that's been nicely secured right over here. So the polling rate of this is 1000 hertz, and that's pretty standard for mouses of the time, but still really nice polling hertz right here. And our sensor. So the sensor is a PixArt PMW3360, and this is found in a lot of mouses. It's a little bit dated, but it goes to 12,000 DPI. So before you're like, oh, hot slicer, but you know, the Razer mouse, it actually goes to 23,000. You know what? I don't care. 12,000 DPI is already insanely hard to control. It's really, really, really high. I'm just gonna put it at that. And I think that if 12,000 DPI isn't enough, I really do not know what is enough DPI. So this mouse has a total of 5 programmable buttons, and it weighs only 67 grams. That's right, making it 3 times lighter than my old mouse. 3 times. Yeah, my old mouse was one of the heaviest mouses on the market at almost 180 grams right here. And this thing only 67, pretty much 3 times lighter. So that is insane. So yeah, that weight I think is the main selling point for the Model O, and the price. We'll get to the price later. So yeah, in terms of actual features, I'm gonna give this mouse probably a 9 out of 10. So for the switches, we have these glorious Omron switches, very, very, very popular switches. And yes, I know Razer has their optical switches. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. It really isn't that big of a difference. And I like Omron switches more anyway. And of course, for the feet, mouse feet also matter. We got these Hyperglide feet, as you can see here. And oh my god, these wow, they just glide, like noiselessly glide. Look at this. It's so nice. They just glide. You can't even tell, man. It's so great. And of course, you have your scroll wheel. Just a regular scroll wheel. There's nothing that amazing about it. It doesn't have that hyper scroll thingy. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, it doesn't have that. Just a regular old scroll wheel. And yeah. Okay, everyone, turn the lights on in my room. It was getting super dark outside. But anyway, so yeah, as you can see, the performance specs really nice, and I got this in matte black, by the way, if you're wondering. So now we're gonna get into the next part of our video, and that is the price. So I think that the weight and the price of this mouse, biggest selling points. So on Amazon.com, it's like, you know, $100, but you can get it for $50 only from the glorious website, okay? It's just so cheap for such a good mouse. Like a mouse of this grade, it's gonna set you back around $100 if you look at any other company. Like, look at this RGB, so nicely placed. Such a good looking mouse right here, man. I mean, I know the waffle pattern right here, not for everyone. It might even scare some people, but yeah. I think for $50, you're getting a massive steal, as it is the lightest RGB gaming mouse on the market. Really great stats. Everything is looking really nice with the glorious Model O. So my verdict basically is, you should definitely get this mouse unless you love a bunch of side buttons. And you know, if the waffle cone pattern thingy isn't for everyone, you can probably get mouses from other companies. I'm showing some other ones right now on screen. And yeah, I'm super excited to get using this. This is going to be such an improvement from my old mouse right here. My old mouse is, it was made 7 years ago. It's a 7-year-old mouse with 7-year-old tech. So yeah, getting a latest upgrade, really nice. I know I'm late to the chase, and this was all big in 2019. Whatever, at least I have one now. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye!